Introducing the team for the Dominican Republic, playing number 6, Jennifer Estrella, number 9, Genesis Martinez, number 11, Angie Hodge, number 12, Flora Jones, number 8, Esme Martinez, number 15, Alexandra Munza, number 5, Johanna Martin, number 7, Andrea Panagua, number 1, Jennifer Ramirez, number 13, Giocelis Reynoso, number 14, Jamil Rodriguez, and number 4, Julady Zapata. The coach for Dominican Republic, Teresa Duran, and the assistant coach, Mr. Miguel Reyes. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem. Starting with the national anthem for Bahamas. referees for this game. Crew Chief, Miss Judith Holland from Cuba. Umpire 1, Mr. Gregory Hamilton from the Cayman Islands. And Umpire 2, Miss Jennifer Haggard from Barbados. The commissioner for this game, Mr. Elvin Gloria from Puerto Rico. Here are the starting five, starting with the Bahamas. Playing number 13, Kia Flores. Number 12, Brittany Harrison. Number 6, Tracy Lewis. Number 10, Shalona Neely. And number 4, Valerie Nesbitt. The starting five for the Dominican Republic. Playing number 6, Jennifer Estrella. Number 15, Alexandra Monza. Number 5, Johanna Martin. Number 13, Gio Celis Reynoso. And number 4, Julebi Zapata.
Keone Wright and Bruce Lee Samuel here to call the second semifinal of the day between the Dominican Republic and the Bahamas. In our first semifinal, we saw Cuba advance to the gold medal match heavy-handedly, putting up 100-plus points against Barbados. Barbados brave in defeat, but they are prepared to compete in the bronze medal match. As a reminder, the top 3 teams from this tournament will advance to the Centro Basket Tournament in late August, which will be held in Puerto Rico. Now to jump it up is Reynoso for Cuba and Neely for the Bahamas. The Bahamas will control. Here is your Iron Woman point guard, one of my players of the tournament, Valerie Nesbitt. She's like Allen Iverson. She's very tough. She won't let down, and she will not be intimidated by this Dominican Republic team. Good ball movement here by the Bahamas. Neely drives baseline. Back out to fours, but she can't handle it. Bruce, early on, I'm impressed with the intensity for the Bahamas. They turn the ball over, but they're not going to come out and be intimidated here. I like the movement away from the ball as well.
Yeah, they need to be tough, and they need to keep it up.
Very tough. Into the corner.
Because they're a bit shorter than the Dominican Republic.
They are. Zapata with it. Into the corner.
Good hands, good defense.
Good defense by the Bahamas. A good defensive stand. Let's see if they can get something going on offense here. 0-0 is your score. Neely tries to go inside. That's slapped away. And we will get an early foul. So the Bahamas trying to establish a post game here through Harrison.
Yes.
Their tallest player, which I think is good. Some of these lower level teams or teams that are not at the level of teams like Cuba and the Dominican Republic, they have a hard time establishing a post game.
Yes.
But they have the players to do it. Here's Zapata, very dangerous. That's good. She can catch fire quick.
But the post game is the only way they can get Dominican Republic in foul trouble. So if you don't play it, if you don't bring it in, it's not going to happen.
They need to be aggressive. Here's Nesbitt, guarded by Morton. She's got a lot of room to operate. 7 on the shot clock. Nice drive.
Nice quick move by Nesbitt.
Neely keeps it alive. Tracked down by Forbes. Neely with it in the post, trying to be tough. Hangs on to it somehow in between 3 people. No whistle.
Block.
Estrella with the block from behind. Zapata finds Morton in the middle. Stop and pop. Pretty shot. Doesn't fall. Harrison battles for it. It'll be Cuba ball. That's a matchup to watch down low. Harrison and Reynoso. Reynoso a little bit more dynamic, Bruce, than Harrison, but still 2 big bodies under the basket.
Yeah, they're not going to let up. So it's going to be a battle tonight. It looks like it's going to be a battle.
I think so too. Zapata to inbound, having trouble. Nice spin move, can't fall.
By Monsac.
Reynoso with the rebound. Kicks it out to Estrella. Finds Zapata around to Morton. 7 on the shot clock. Monsac drives baseline. Can't connect. And a rebound by Reynoso. That's why she's dangerous. The Bahamas needs to put a body on somebody. Otherwise, the Dominican Republic will do this to you all night long.
That's correct. You don't want to give them second chances. Doing a good job holding them back, taking time off the shot clock with 7 seconds, 4-3 left to go, then you shouldn't give up a rebound like that.
No, you shouldn't. Harrison needs to find Reynoso instead of following the ball. You've got to box out.
You got to find a body in there.
Especially at this level. Reynoso knocks down the first one. 3-0 lead for the Dominican Republic. The winner of this game will go on to the championship match tomorrow to play Cuba for the right to call themselves the champions, the winners of the 2018 FIBA Women's Caribbean Cup. Forbes, back to Nesbitt. Nesbitt tries to drive. Zapata picks her pocket. Here's Estrella. Nice Euro step move. And we'll get an offensive foul. Bruce, the Bahamas is hanging tough. I like it.
Yes.
We need a competitive game here.
Doing a good job, waiting for the right opportunity, and getting in good defensive stance.
The last game was severely lopsided, but we saw Barbados hang tough with Cuba for maybe, I'll give them a quarter.
And
I'll give them a quarter, and then Cuba pulled away. The Dominican Republic, very much capable of the same thing. That's why the Bahamas has to keep going, keep plugging away.
yeah, it comes down to execute, running the plays, finding the open player, knocking down those shots.
Lewis with the drive, in between the trees, rejected by Reynoso. There comes Morton. Oh, maybe got away with a double dribble. That forces her to make a bad pass to Reynoso, and the Bahamas continues to hang tough. You know, I don't even think the Bahamas is just hanging tough. Their offense looks great. They're not executing, they're not scoring necessarily, but the way they're running their offense is good. They're very disciplined.
It looks like they're executing, but it doesn't fall. It doesn't go yet.
Yet, exactly. So very impressed. The loser of this match will play Barbados in the bronze medal match tomorrow.
That should be a good one, too, to watch.
Yep, that should be a good one. Barbados, very good. Good game tonight for Barbados, of course, by Atherley, one of their best guards. Daniel had a good game, and Shaquila Small had an excellent game as well. However, Cuba was just a little bit too much.
Yeah, I hope Bahamas can hang and keep up this pace, because
so too.
they will need the bench tonight.
If you're the coach for the Bahamas, this is kind of a tricky situation because you have to think about tomorrow.
Yeah, so you got to keep rotating, keeping those legs fresh, and throwing different people at the defense. So Dominican Republic doesn't know who to guard. If you keep switching every time, they don't know who's coming and what you have in store for them.
And that's a great point. The starters for the Bahamas will probably log a lot of minutes tonight. They don't have a very deep bench, certainly not as deep as the Dominican Republic. Here's Nesbitt. Finds Forbes, back to Nesbitt. Lewis to Forbes.
Yes.
That's overcooked. Here comes Zapata. This is where the Dominican Republic is dangerous. Wild dribbling, somehow puts it up. Good defense by the Bahamas.
Running back, you got to communicate, find a body, put a body on some.
Good job there by Nesbitt, but she can't finish. Harrison battling down low, and she'll
Good.
connect.
That's good.
High intensity game to start, 4-2. Dominican Republic in the lead. The energy for the Bahamas is ecstatic. Everyone moving, everyone with hands up. Zapata catches deep. Great defense there by Lewis. Of course, the jump ball. It will be Cuba ball, though.
They do need to be careful not to waste all their energy with enthusiasm.
Yeah, we're only 4 minutes into this thing. Martinez has checked in for Estrella for the Dominican Republic. Martinez, a very dynamic post player.
Yep. It's like a 4. She can run the floor, and she can post up. She can shoot the ball.
There she is. That's off. Neely with the rebound. Bahamas playing so tough right now, and I think the Dominican Republic a little bit in shock. They weren't expecting this.
No,
This is the point in the game where they thought they would be up by like 16 or 15. It's 4-2. Possibly an upset in the making.
Very promising game.
Very, very promising. Nesbitt with it, guarded by Morton. Forbes to Nesbitt. Lewis back to Forbes, trying to move it around the zone. That's what you have to do. Neely in the corner, drives inside.
Loses the handle. And Zapata throws it away.
Wow. I am so impressed with the Bahamas right now. 5:30 left to play. The score is only 4-2. And the Bahamas forcing the Dominican Republic to make some mistakes, but can the Bahamas score? Here's Harrison, thinks about a 3, maybe out of her comfort zone. Nesbitt drives, gives to Lewis. Nice penetration baseline, out of bounds.
Almost got stolen by Martinez.
Martinez very active on both ends of the floor. Poor screen set down low.
Look like the Dominican Republic is anticipating as if they know the place.
That's true. Forbes couldn't connect. Martinez with a rebound. Morton, the floor general. She looks a little frustrated. Zapata rounds the corner, stop and pop. Off the glass, no good.
You gotta get that rebound. Don't give them any second chances.
This is not the Dominican Republic team that I've seen in this tournament so far, Bruce.
No jumping and laughing at the beginning of the warm-up. This is some serious business. They probably finally found their match.
I think so. Morton trying to calm her troops down. Harrison outside to Neely, up fake. I like the ball movement. Here comes Nesbitt inside.
Nice pass.
Great distance.
Harrison.
And blocked by Reynoso. Out of bounds. Oh, not out of bounds. Neely has it.
And at the buzzer, missed.
Another block by Reynoso, and we'll get a 24-second shot clock violation.
Good hustle, though. Good hustle by Harrison.
Reynoso, one of the understated players for the Dominican Republic. She has the ability to affect shots. She can also put it on the floor a little bit and get to the basket. A solid player.
She looks like one of the more experienced players in the Dominican Republic team.
Here's Forbes. What's she going to do against Zapata? Wise to bring it back to Neely. Strong move inside.
Nice shot.
Finishes. 4-4. Can you believe it, Bruce?
Nice, good run.
The Bahamas so aggressive. Reynoso flashes side, skip pass. Get it inside. It'll be the Dominican Republic ball out of bounds. Martinez to inbound.
It was a substitute.
Monsock drives against 4. I don't agree with that call. You've got one player taking on 4, and it was all ball. So the Dominican Republic maybe gifted one there.
Looks like we had a substitution. Moss came in for Neely.
Moss in for Neely. Neely was very active to start this quarter. Just hit that stop and pop, jump stop, jumper in the middle there. Monsock to the free throw line. First one is good. 5-4.
I think Monsock is one of Dominican Republic's leading scorers. Very active, also on both ends of the floor.
I think so too. She's solid.
Yes.
2 free throws are good. 6-4. The Dominican Republic with the lead. The Bahamas doing a good job to just move the ball. Staying within their system. Very disciplined. Harrison flashes high. Finds Moss. Got a good look at it, but can't finish.
Rebound by Martinez.
She will be fouled.
Will be out of bounds. Dominican Republic ball.
And as the Bahamas starts to go to their bench, this is where the Dominican Republic really needs to look to take advantage, because there's a big dip when the Bahamas goes to their bench in terms of their effectiveness. But as I say that, uncharacteristic turnover by Reynoso. This looks like a different Dominican Republic team. This is international basketball, Bruce. You can't sleep on your opponent, no matter what you think.
No, you cannot.
4th game in 4 days for both teams.
And you still got to bring it.
You still got to bring it. There's no let up, no excuses.
You're in this to win this. So you got to do everything you can.
Good job by Forbes. Probes and gets it back out to Nesbitt. Moss.
Nice move to the basket.
No good. Ball on the floor. Nice
hustle.
Good job by Moss. Somebody wants it just a little bit more. Bethel for 3. That's no good. Zapata, Dominican Republic will look to push, but those blue jerseys are back for the Bahamas. Martinez baseline. She's met by Harrison with the block. Reynoso controls it. Zapata, long 3-pointer. That's no good. Oh, look at that. Great hustle.
Nice save. Over the back of Martinez.
Bahamas wants it more, and they will force the Dominican Republic to take a timeout.
Timeout for the Dominican
We'll be
Republic.
back after this timeout with more action from the second semifinal of the day here at the 2018 FIBA Women's Caribbean Cup.
Looking good, looking good. I like what I've seen so far. I've seen shots blocked. I've seen penetration kicked out. Both teams doing a good job, actually, getting back on defense.
They are doing a good job. What's surprising, though, is that I think in terms of running their offense, I think the Bahamas is doing a lot better. I expected them to come out and be nervous, be flustered. The Dominican Republic has a way of getting in your head. They're not scared. They know that they just have to run their offense against the zone, move the ball. Nobody's thinking twice. Nobody's trying to do too much. They do need to make some shots, though. They've missed some close ones.
Yes, some easy baskets.
Yeah, and that'll come back to bite you.
Yeah, and they've had some turnovers that I'm not used to seeing from the Dominican Republic.
That's true. So here we go. 2:30 left to play in the first quarter. To everyone's surprise, the score is only 6-4. slightly in favor of the Dominican Republic. Number 1, Ramirez into the game for the Dominican Republic. She's a great backup point guard. She will run the guard position in tandem with Morton, which is a lineup they've used throughout the tournament. Both players very adept at ball handling. Nesbitt thinks about it, steps back. No, may have gotten
way
hit.
off.
Moss can't track it down. What did you think about that shot selection?
Maybe a little bit in a rush.
Yeah.
Trying to maybe avoid a block shot. In that case, just pump fake it, let the defender jump by you, and then take an easier and better shot.
If we had to pick one weak point of Nesbitt's game, it's their long distance game. Morton trying to find a gap, got away with a carry.
A lot of carrying.
Ramirez with an uncharacteristic turnover.
Patience. That's what I'm looking for.
And this is what happens sometimes when
watch
you've been
it.
able to run wild throughout a tournament and do whatever you want. When you actually face some opposition,
Good screens.
you get flustered. Good
Nice
screen
shot,
and a
good
nice
screen,
shot
yes.
there by Bethel.
Double screen by Moss.
Ramirez fouled and it's good.
Unnecessary.
Unnecessary, and that's what she does. Martinez to the free throw line. Martinez and Jones, as well as Ramirez. Jones has not checked in the game yet, but they are the real high energy players off the bench. Jones, a little bit more of like a Dennis Rodman type of player, gets to loose balls.
And Reynoso.
And Reynoso. The free throw is good. 9-7 is the score.
Looks like Dominican Republic is extending their pressure to half court.
That might be a good idea.
That might be a problem for the Bahamas. Poitier checked in.
Portier, no good, throws it away. Martinez out front.
You have to hustle back.
That's what she does best. She gets out front, she doesn't miss. She can finish from both sides.
After the mistake Poitier made, she has to hurry back, haul ass. See, this might be a problem. This is where you can get a timeout. As a coach, take a timeout, get organized, calm everybody down.
Watch out, here comes Morton. Off the steal, that's good. 15-7. And the Bahamas will take a timeout.
Talk things over.
Timeout for the Bahamas.
And the Dominican Republic shifting gears now, Bruce.
Yes,
with
that's
14.8 left to play.
That's what we were afraid of. You know, if you can hang, you should be able to get through the pressure defense, because if you can't get by mid-court, half-court, you're going to be in big trouble.
And I won't pick on any specific players for the Bahamas, but now that we've seen the Bahamas go to their bench, all of a sudden you're starting to see turnovers. You're starting to see players that are unsure when they catch the ball. And that's what the Dominican Republic will eat for lunch all day long.
Yes, they will. That's what they're looking for.
I think a good timeout, though, because I think some coaches would have said, all right, we've got 14 seconds left. We'll just wait until the break.
Yeah, I think that's what he didn't check the time before he took the timeout.
Yeah, but I think this is wise, too, because the Dominican Republic could score maybe 2 or 3 baskets in 14 seconds.
Yeah, you can break the run with a timeout.
Yeah. The Dominican coach telling her players to fall back here for the last 14. Bringing it up is Portier.
Poitier looks a little bit unsure of herself.
That's 2 turnovers now in less than a minute.
Man, you have to come in the game ready. At this level, you have to come in and be ready to play. Oh, it's a turnover.
Steal. Green couldn't hang on to it.
And that's it for the very first
At the end of the first quarter, it's the Dominican Republic 15, the Bahamas 7. We'll be back to start the second quarter in just a minute. Second quarter of our second semifinal of the day between the Dominican Republic and the Bahamas. The winner of this one goes on to compete for the championship and the right to call themselves the holder, the winner of the 2018 FIBA Women's Caribbean Cup. Skip pass to Nesbitt. She took a rest, she's back in. So is Forbes. Here's Moss. Skip pass to Nesbitt.
I think Nesbitt should penetrate and go a little bit further in the lane and finish.
Too. Nice offensive rebound by Moss. And I think we have an issue with the shot clock that hit the rim. Or maybe it didn't hit the rim, and that's the issue. They reset it.
So they got 3 seconds left.
Expect Nesbitt to fire. Can she take advantage of a smaller Ramirez? Nice shot. That'll be a three-pointer for Nesbitt.
She looks surprised that she made it. But it's going to help. Everything counts.
15-9. Martinez.
Nice move by Martinez.
Gets her own rebound. To Reynoso. Back out to Ramirez. Over to Morton. Morton looks hesitant this game. Paniagua for three. That's no good. Again, Ramirez with the rebound. Excuse me, Martinez. Oh, Nesbitt challenges Ramirez for that ball. Morton, floater, no good. Wild shot. She's really
good
off her
rebound
game today. Forbes back the other way. It's 1-on-2.
Take it all the way to the hoop. A little too hard.
A little too hard. Great defense by Nesbitt. Look at the Bahamas go. And we'll get a double dribble.
Morton pushing through. But it wasn't touched by any of the Bahamas players, so that's why it's a double dribble.
And the Bahamas has flustered one of the best point guards in this competition, Morton. One of the best combo guards, at least.
But
in the previous game, Gavin and I were talking about how Morton was probably our pick for at least a starting guard on an all-tournament team, but she doesn't look it today with the way the Bahamas are in her head.
She looks winded. I don't know what she did last night, but
you don't want to know what I did last night either.
You had fun, probably.
We can talk about that later.
Yes.
Off the mic. The Bahamas coach is fired up. I like their energy. Evangelista and Monsac come in. Surprisingly, they're going to take Martinez out here.
I don't know why. Because
don't get it.
she's getting all the boards.
She's all over the place.
Yeah. Very active, very crafty around the rim.
I think Nesbitt needs to take advantage of Ramirez, who's smaller than she is. Moss drives baseline. Nice kick out
All
to
the
Nesbitt.
way, Nesbitt.
Great move, and she
Good.
finishes.
That's what we talked about. She needs to cut through the lane and finish strong, because that's what she does best. Very quick first step.
If you can move the ball effectively, gaps start to open up.
That is true, and that's what you're going to use to get in.
Paniagua outside, trying to find a post player. Gets it to Monsock. Good defense by Harrison. I give her a lot of credit.
Nice,
Ooh.
good block.
Tough foul there on Moss.
Good cut, but the Bahamas was ready for it. I still like the intensity.
I love the intensity. We got a close one here, which has been uncharacteristic for this tournament. Lots of lopsided wins, to include our last game between Cuba and Barbados. Paniagua at the line. First one is no good. It's a semifinal, Bruce. You got to hit your free throws.
Definitely.
Second one is good. 16-12 is your score. Just under 8 minutes left to play here in the first half.
Forbes getting some instructions from the coach. I think they're going to look for Forbes on the next play. Going to Harrison. Harrison almost lost it, gets it back, loses again. Dominican Republic.
Ramirez comes away with it. Oh my.
Throws it away.
Those are passes that she's made throughout the tournament, but guess what? Somebody's there this time.
Yes.
There's a Bahamas player that's there.
Getting back on defense, forcing her to make quick decisions.
That's what happens when you get too comfortable leaving your feet to pass. When you play against a good defensive team, it's going to get picked off. They'll force you to make mistakes. What can Nesbitt do? They're giving her a lot of room.
Yes, Nesbitt needs to drive. Penetrate, kick, penetrate, kick. That's going to open up for the other team.
Following jumper, no good. Harrison competes.
Forbes with a rebound. Back to Nesbitt. Neely can't hold on to it. Out of bounds. Dominican Republic ball.
A little erratic there by the Bahamas.
A little bit in a rush.
Nesbitt kind of dribbled herself into a bad position.
She needs to recognize the defense.
Good defense there by Neely.
Good hands.
Green. Neely comes away with it. This is Nesbitt.
Slowing down.
Dominican Republic slow to get back. Forbes for three. She can catch fire quickly.
Good rebound.
By Green to keep it alive. Another opportunity. 7 on the shot clock.
That's a good shot. That's a better shot. Open look.
Dominican Republic ball.
Forbes can't get it to fall yet as of.
No, but once that candle is lit, it keeps burning.
Yes, you got to keep shooting. If you're a shooter, you got to keep shooting.
Back into the game is Martinez. We'll also see Rodriguez, the third string center for this team, come in. She's not as effective as the woman she's replacing, Reynoso, who's very active, had a couple blocks, a few baskets as well.
They look kind of beaten.
Yeah, they do. They look tired. Zapata, that's her sweet spot, can't find it. Look at that.
Martinez. You got to find a body. Put a body on Martinez. She's everywhere.
Immediate offense whenever she comes into the game.
Lights up.
Bahamas needs to be careful. Neely sets a good screen. Forbes.
Not sure against Martinez. Passes it out to Nesbitt. Takes it all the way to the hoop.
I thought she got hit. No call.
Stays
Dominican
with it.
Republic may have gotten away with one.
Evangelista
having some trouble bringing it up.
Yep. Oh, nice steal. Nice steal.
That's green. 18-12. 6-point lead.
Good job
the
by
Republic.
Good job by Nesbitt slowing it down. Because if you work hard in defense, you got to get a breather on offense.
I like the composure of the Bahamas.
Don't throw it away.
Passing into the post is all about angles. Would have liked to have seen her take a dribble and then reestablish herself, maybe try to bounce it inside to Harrison. If they can find Harrison, they're going to cause a lot of problems for the Dominican Republic. But
yes.
So far, she's only catching the ball by the three-point line.
Nice.
Nesbitt. She's fired up. She sneaks in behind the defense.
And finishes nicely off the glass.
She wants to win this game. Her energy is contagious. Martinez to Morton. Somehow got that to Monsok.
Yep.
Morton is forcing it a little bit in this game. That wasn't a very good drive for her.
I think somebody should have just took the charge.
Yeah.
You can see it coming. Get the right angle. Too bad.
Not ready.
Get back on defense.
Morton, that's all.
Good take. Couldn't finish.
Take, but better defense. Here comes Nesbitt. She's going to challenge Monsok. It's a foul. That's what they need. I love Valerie Nesbitt.
This puts pressure on the Dominican Republic. So they have to make a choice, either to foul Nesbitt or to give up an open layup.
Especially with these substitutions. Moss and Bethel in now, two very physical players who don't mind patrolling the glass. Nesbitt to the free throw line. You can knock her down.
She'll get right back up.
She will get right back up. And she'll get up just a little bit stronger. But she needs to hit these free throws. 20-14 is your score. Dominican Republic with a lead. 4:16 left to play. I still can't believe it, Bruce. I thought this was going to be a runaway at some point.
Well, I didn't think so. I thought it was going to be a game, not this way, but I thought they would give him some trouble.
Nesbitt hits the second one. 20-15. And I think halftime is going to come just in time for the Bahamas.
Yes.
They'll get an opportunity to rest there. They still need to play tough for another 4 minutes, though. Great defense up top against Morton. Nothing easy.
Can't get it.
Here's Zapata for the shot clock, no good. Martinez tracks it down.
Fast, quick jumper for no reason.
Really bad shot. Not aware of the shot clock, I don't think.
No.
Morton's out of her game tonight. I'm not afraid to say it.
Neely taking it to the hoop.
Good job.
Got fouled.
She's a tough player.
Yes. Big body. Takes it to the hole. And sometimes surprises you with a pull-up jumper.
Yeah.
Mid-range pull-up jumper.
You have to be careful. In the post play of Monsok and Rodriguez, the post defense, I'm surprised. It's really lacking right now.
Yeah, it's been all Martinez.
Portier up top. Finds Moss.
Nice move.
Monsok. On the shot clock.
Portier's gonna take it.
No good. Nice rebound by Neely. Here she goes. That's gotta be a foul. Come on.
Neely should take. Neely could have took some more time.
Could have, but that's gotta be a foul.
Get a rebound, regroup, and get a better shot off.
Monsok flashes high. Martinez, long three. Way off.
Shots have not been falling this evening.
And I'm questioning even the shot selection.
Yeah.
The long threes, I don't buy it right now. You're only up by 5.
I think the pressure or the fatigue. I think some of the players are winded and hoping for a 3 to settle things.
They're going to have to keep working as the Bahamas
Yeah,
keep
you have.
passing
It's
the
going to
ball.
be bit by bit. It's going to be basket by basket.
Here's Bethel again, and no call. 2:35 left to play here in the first half. Morton with the crossover dribble. Great defense by the
Hesitation.
Bahamas. Nothing easy for Morton. Zapata. Ooh.
Nice shot. With a hand in the face.
With a hand in the face.
Still finish it. Good shot by Zapata.
Portier to bring it up. It looks like she's calmed down a little bit more.
But don't pick up the dribble in the corner of half court. We don't.
Look for Bethel. That's no good.
Not really.
Bad shot. Monsock lines up a three. Wow.
Air ball.
I am so surprised right now. Not just the shot selection, but I mean, she didn't even draw iron on that one.
That is correct. I think fatigue is playing a role after 3 games. You're gonna do things out of the ordinary, I guess, if you're tired.
I think so too. Into the game is Hodge, and again, another unusual substitution as Martinez will come out. Reynoso will also come in. Hodge will see her first action of the night. We've yet to see number 12, Jones, who's another high-energy player. And maybe that's what the Dominican Republic needs, some role players who aren't going to just randomly take 3-pointers.
Yeah, I think so too.
Play within themselves.
Yeah, and play within the system. Oh, they're going to extend the pressure to half court. Good job finding. Oh, you got to catch that. Too bad. Get back on defense.
Morton strong to the hole. Gives to Monsock.
Good pass. Good assist by Morton.
Pretty stuff there from the Dominican Republic.
I wonder why nobody steps up and takes a charge. If you see somebody penetrating with that speed, get yourself in position, get a charge. That will stop her from taking it all the way.
Here's Nesbitt. Into the corner for Moss. Nice up fake. Back to Nesbitt.
Wide open look. Can get a good rebound by Lewis. Couldn't finish it.
That'll be Bahamas ball. I think Lewis may have got confused there hearing that buzzer and just threw it up. 12 seconds on the shot clock now. Forbes back into the game. You've got to watch her outside the 3-point line. Forbes with it. Competent ball handler. Tries to round the corner. Gives to Moss for 3.
No need for a 3-pointer at this
Nice hustle
moment.
by the Bahamas. Reynoso comes away.
Nice
Here's
steal.
Nesbitt. To the hole. No call.
Got hit.
Somehow finds Forbes off the rebound. Harrison, they need to calm things down.
Yes.
Oh, man. So close.
Yes, I think in this situation, the guards got to go and get the ball.
They've got to be sure when they've got the ball in their hands.
You need to get the ball from the big.
You've got to be confident. There's Hodge. That won't go. Rebound Ramirez. You can't let the smallest player on the court get the ball. Monsock fadeaway jumper. That was pretty.
That will hurt you every time. If you give them second chances, that will hurt you as a team.
20 seconds left to play. 11-point lead for the Dominican Republic at a point where we thought it might be a 40-point lead. Bahamas ball, 12 seconds left to play. I think it's imperative here that they work for the last shot.
Yes.
Because if they shoot too soon, the Dominican Republic will hit back. The Dominican fans going crazy now. Nesbitt guarded by Ramirez. Nice screen by Moss. Here comes Nesbitt. Oh, no call.
Good block.
Ramirez will get it off.
Good defense.
At the end of the first half, it's 26-15. The Dominican Republic clinging to an 11-point lead against the fiery Bahamas team. We'll be back with more after halftime.
It's the semifinal game between the Dominican Republic and the Bahamas. Both teams playing for the spot in the finals of this tournament. It is an amazing game. The Dominican Republic leads with 26 points, while the Bahamas has a score point of 50.
Keone Wright and Bruce Samuel getting set to bring you the second half of our second and final semifinal of the day between the Dominican Republic and the Bahamas. The winner goes on to play Cuba tomorrow in the championship match here at the 2018 FIBA Women's Caribbean Cup. The Dominican Republic uncharacteristically only up by 11 points right now. Paniagua lines one up, that's no good. Reynoso fights for it. Morton gets the rebound and she's fouled.
Can't come off this slow off the bench. You out of the break, you can't come off this slow. You got to bring the same intensity that you had when you started this game.
Definitely, this game could easily be a tale of two halves if the Bahamas don't watch out. They kept it close for most of the first half, much to the surprise of everyone in the gym. But now they find themselves down by 12. And the Dominican Republic looks set to shift gears here, Bruce.
Yeah, and they shouldn't, Bahamas should not trail this far behind.
Nesbitt and Forbes in the backcourt.
Open. Neely's wide open in the backcourt.
Give her the ball. Out of bounds on Reynoso. Forbes with it. Gives it to Nesbitt. She's guarded by Morton. That's a key matchup tonight.
Nesbitt does need to give the post a little bit more touches.
Forbes fires. Good defense by Zapata. Here comes Morton.
Bit of a forced shot by Forbes.
Great no-look pass to Reynoso. She can't finish.
Good rebound by Harrison.
They need to establish Harrison down low. I think she can do work on Reynoso.
Yes, touches to Harrison.
Here we go.
Good job.
Here she is on cue. And she scores.
That's what I was looking for. You got to give the big some touches.
Good job by her to catch and turn instead of just catching.
And looking for somebody else.
Yep. Paniagua, an athletic double pump move.
Have to be more aggressive on defense.
They've got to be. Too many gaps right now for the Bahamas. And the Dominican Republic is taking advantage. A 13-point lead, 30-17. 8:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Nesbitt, nice move, gives to Neely.
Neely, a little bit too quick of a shot.
I think she was surprised she was that open. Here's Morton. The Dominican fans going crazy behind us. Monsac quick swing to Zapata. Paniagua's open. That's good. A three-pointer for Paniagua.
Wide open look. Way to knock it down.
The Dominican Republic starting to pull away here. Skip past to Forbes. She can knock those down. That would have been big. Nice rebound by Lewis.
Good pass. This is what Bahamas need. They need to keep their composure under pressure.
Neely does well to finish. The Bahamas starting to initiate a little bit of an interior game. And that might be the only way they can stay competitive here against the Dominican Republic. Paniagua again. That time she can't finish, gets her own rebound. A little bit of a bump, off-balance shot. Harrison comes down with it.
Bahamas need to be careful with those passes, those outlet passes.
Very careful. Here's Forbes with 4 on the shot clock. Nesbitt will have to shoot.
4 shot.
Oh, and she can't draw iron. Back the other way is Morton. A little bit of confusion. Everyone thought it was a violation. And Zapata from her sweet spot will knock that one down.
It was a 3 against 2 situation, so she had time. She had options.
From that spot on the floor, Zapata is fire, pure fire.
Very effective.
Harrison again. She's confident now.
Was that a pass? Not sure.
Can't save it. Not sure. I think that was a shot. Now that they've established Harrison flashing to the top of the key, Neely needs to duck in
Yeah.
to try to do a high-low.
Yes, it needs to be a high-low play from Harrison to Neely.
Morton with it to Paniagua, over to Reynoso. There's Zapata. Monsac got hit. Good defense by the Bahamas.
Throws it away.
They forced the turnover. So still a lot of fire left in this Bahamas team. They're down 16.
They're letting a lot of stuff go, I've seen so far. But that's what the fans like. They want to see them play. People didn't come in to listen or watch the referees, so this is a good way to just let them play.
A good official does not want to be the reason why a team wins or loses.
That's correct.
Particularly in a semifinal.
Good take, draws the foul.
Nice job there by Green. She will head to the free throw line. And I have to give the Bahamas a lot of credit because in every game in this tournament, at this point in the game, with 5:55 left to play in the third quarter, it's a layup party for the Dominican Republic. They're converting, but they're not getting anything easy.
No.
A lot of credit to the Bahamas team.
So they're still in the game.
I think so. I don't want to count them out.
Not yet. But they do have to find people in the paint. They have to find a way to get the ball into the paint. They've taken too many perimeter shots that didn't go in. So what you have on the other side is a fast break.
That's true. Long shots equal long rebounds. And the Dominican Republic will get out in front quickly. Green hits the first one. 15-point lead now for the Dominican Republic.
Second one's good.
Can the Bahamas get a defensive stand here? They need one.
Good steal by Nesbitt.
Here's
Nesbitt taking it all the way.
The pack. Great finish.
Good finish. Coach encouraging them to stay.
Morton strong to the hole, and she's fouled. In this tournament, Morton's style of play has been to use players cutting, let the game come to her a little bit. Tonight she's been forcing it. Even though she drew the foul, she went 1-on-4.
Yes, but I think what I've seen, this is the most aggressive way I've seen Morton play.
Yes.
For this whole tournament. So maybe it's not her style of play, but I can see what she does. She draws the players to come in and then kicks it out. So it's like a diversion. She creates a diversion.
Yes, yes. And she has many aspects to her game. She can drive, she can shoot, she can definitely pass.
Thread the needle off the chest of
Neely.
Dominican Republic ball. You can hear them talk.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign.
Paniagua given a lot of room. I wouldn't give her that much space. Nice pass to Reynoso. She's double teamed. Better defense.
Good steal.
Here comes Nesbitt.
Make a decision.
Oh, I love it. I love the hesitation, but a bad pass.
You have to make the right decision in that situation.
Paniagua spins, and we'll get a foul on Nesbitt. I love Nesbitt's heart, but the past two plays, the long pass that went out of bounds.
She does need to make quicker decisions and better decisions. This one should be a floater. In traffic, you cannot give a low pass to somebody coming in full speed. You have to give them the ball where they can catch it and go straight to the rim. Not look for it, catch it and go to the rim.
Yeah, last second desperation passes rarely work.
A little bit too late.
And what the Bahamas has gone away from, at the beginning of the game, they were running their offense.
Yes.
Now, a little bit more of a street ball mentality.
Yeah, wrestle, dazzle.
Yeah, it's not working for them at all. Watch out, number 8 Martinez is into the game, replaces Reynoso. Martinez is instant offense, instant defense, and instant rebounds right when you need them. And I think here we'll see the Bahamas run their offense against the 3-2 zone. Skip pass almost picked off. Nice no-look pass.
basket.
Blocked, but Harrison tracks it down. Neely strong inside. Nice little hook.
Baby
Gets
hook.
it back. She needs to be composed. She needs to do something. And it will be a backcourt violation.
Can see a little bit of frustration at the side of Bahamas.
Nesbitt always wants the best from her teammates. I would have liked to have seen Neely maybe fake high and step through the double team.
Yes.
But instead an errant pass. Zapata will inbound now.
But if you see a player of yours in trouble, you need to go and ask for the ball. Don't wait for her to figure out how to get you the ball. Go get it.
That's a great point as Zapata scores. You don't want to let her get warm. I think she's already warm. You don't want to let her get hot.
Exactly.
Nice pass to Harrison. Got to make it. Good job getting her own offensive rebound. Ball on the floor, and we'll get a jump ball. Clean looks for the Bahamas. Maybe if she takes half a second, that shot goes in.
Yep. Set her feet straight and then jump up, release, easy. Should be an easy basket.
Inbounding the ball for the Bahamas will be Green. Number 14, Fernander, has checked in for the Bahamas. She'll be in the backcourt with Nesbitt. Nesbitt uses the screen. Guarded by Martinez.
They put a taller Martinez on Nesbitt. Makes it hard to shoot.
We get a foul away from the ball. Dominican Republic ball now. $19-point lead for the Dominican Republic. They can extend that in a flash. Nice patience here by the DR. Zapata sneaks in behind the defense. Gets it up and over Moss. The Dominican horns are going in the stands. 20-point lead for their team. Nesbitt trying to work on Zapata.
A little bit too much one-on-one.
Way too much one-on-one. I love Valerie Nesbitt, but she's not going to defeat this Dominican Republic team by herself.
She will not. You have to let the ball go around, and then when you create a hole, then you can go straight through.
The hot-handed Zapata will get a rest. Estrella comes in. Her first action since starting the game. Fernander.
A little bit more.
Neely fighting for it. And it will be Bahamas ball. Bad angle from Fernander.
They need somebody in the game with a little bit more patience. Maybe slowing the pace down just to get good passes inside.
Whenever the Bahamas goes to their bench, they lose a little bit, not just in talent, but maybe composure. That's not to take anything away from these players who are really leaving it out there, but it's just a fact.
Yes, but heart alone won't do it, won't get it done. You can play hard, but you have to play smart. So find the weaknesses in the Dominican Republic's defense.
Here's Neely, finds Harrison, nice up fake. Back to Neely, she'll drive inside, that's what she's good at.
Good.
That one up and in, they need more of that, man.
Yes,
give the
they
ball
need
to
more
her.
of that.
43-25, Dominican Republic lead. 2:56 left to play here in the third quarter. Estrella loses it.
A lot of contact, no call.
Good job there by Nesbitt. She slid over. Reynoso getting ready to check back into the game. One of their better shot blockers. Fernander, the offense a little bit stagnant here for the Bahamas. They need to swing that ball. Here's Fernander, back to Nesbitt. Nesbitt for three, pretty but no good. Harrison fights for it. Morton up to Martinez. No
Again,
call there.
again, a lot of contact. Nesbitt is being warned by the referee for not flopping.
I think that's an interesting call there by the official, or an interesting warning. I thought it was totally within the realm of possibility.
Maybe that's the reason why nobody's taking a charge, because it looks like you get penalized for standing.
Smart play by Nesbitt, but the official doesn't bite on it. One thing the Bahamas doesn't need right now is a technical foul, especially from their best player.
Correct.
So just to clarify, the call was a travel, but then Nesbitt got a warning for flopping.
Yes, correct.
Harrison thinks about it. She's not a threat from out there. She needs to get back inside. Nesbitt, strong take. No good. Nesbitt on the floor again. She just can't stay off the floor. She's not flopping. She's been on the floor the whole tournament. If she's not on her feet, she's on the floor.
This one looked like a push, though. This looked like a legitimate push, but you cannot mislead the referee.
She will be spending all next week in an ice bath for sure. She's hit the floor hard every game, almost every other play. Such a tough player. I still contend that if I had to put together an all-tournament team, she's my point guard. Gavin Kensmill, if you're listening, eat your heart out. I know you disagree, but
that's what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I see it. So still a relatively dominant lead here for the Dominican Republic. At this point, we thought maybe we'd see them up by 40 or 50. But still, it's 18, 43-25.
Bahamas hanging in there. 1 minute 58 to go in this quarter.
So let's remember here, Bruce, no matter what, both of these teams play tomorrow. Now, if you are the Bahamas coach, when do you say, I am taking my better players out and I'm saving them for the bronze medal match?
I think about 7 minutes in the fourth quarter.
So you see where you're at 7 minutes?
Yes.
And if it doesn't look good, we start thinking about tomorrow.
Yeah. But that's me. I can't speak for them because every coach is different. And some coaches want to end on a good note or a very strong note because everybody's watching, even the opponent, tomorrow's opponent is watching. So you want to end on a good note so he might not take all his good players out.
That bronze medal match tomorrow means a lot because the winner, along with the first and second place teams, will advance to the Central Basket Tournament to be held in Puerto Rico in August.
So that would be a smart move for the coach to save some of his best players' strength.
Cuba has booked a ticket to the championship match tomorrow. Oh, smart play by Nesbitt. And Barbados will be playing in the bronze medal match. Both teams waiting to see who their opponents will be.
It's still an intense game. Both teams going at it hard.
I think Nesbitt's fired up now. That shot no good.
Yeah, this quarter
is Neely. Reynoso tracks it down. Ramirez to Martinez. Ooh, we know that she usually takes that shot. Lucky play there.
Decides to slow it down.
Estrella, nice give to Martinez. Tries to go up against four bodies.
Out of bounds.
Good defense by Neely in tandem with Harrison. Dominican Republic tried to catch them sleeping. Monsock with a rare miss inside. All it takes here is like a 6-0 run, and we have a little bit more of a ball game.
Yes, correct. But it sounds easier than it is.
Definitely. Nesbitt over to Forbes. Don't let her catch fire. Oh, man.
Too bad.
Clean look. Good job by Neely. She continues to fight. Bahamas ball. Neely is really powerful. She uses that jump stop move And once her feet hit the ground, she springs up.
Yes, very explosive.
Hodge into the game. She replaces Estrella. Nesbitt, good hands.
They
Guarded
should
by
clear
Ramirez.
it out. Clear it out for Nesbitt.
Nesbitt fade away. Can't get it up. Here's Neely again. Gives to Harrison. Forbes, good patience here by the Bahamas.
There's a mismatch underneath.
Good job and a foul. Great call, Bruce. You saw it. It took them a minute to realize.
Yes, and to get it to her.
And I think you made a great point. Against Ramirez, you know, when Morton is guarding Nesbitt, it's a different story.
Yes,
Morton's a little bit bigger.
Martinez.
Yeah.
If Martinez is guarding Nesbitt, she's not going to be that willing to shoot over a taller player. But if she's being guarded by a small player, they should clear out, and she can take that player one-on-one.
We'll see if they heard you. Harrison is off with the first shot. They need to make free throws desperately. Second shot, no good, but there's Neely. So much hustle in her.
Yes.
Drives baseline into a trap.
Looking for the open player.
Ramirez comes from behind to force the jump ball.
Good job by Ramirez.
A good job by Ramirez, and she's one of my favorite players. But the Bahamas has successfully taken her out of her game thus far. She's a distributor. She's thrown the ball away a few times, sometimes prone to turnovers. Martinez, strong take, blocked by Neely.
Looking for a call, can't get it.
Neely is so tough inside.
In this situation, it would be a good job for Martinez to stop and pop.
Martinez has been quiet here in the second half.
Good read by Neely.
Great read by Neely. Neely's so active right now. If only they could get a couple buckets here. Hodge tries to go baseline. Martinez.
All ball. That's all ball.
That's just a really, really bad call.
Foul called.
It's Lewis.
That's Lewis, her third foul of the game. It's the fourth quarter, so you can leave her in for now.
14.4 left to play here in the third quarter. The Dominican Republic up by 19 points. This free throw will make it 20.
And a miss. Rebound, Neely.
Neely really gets off the floor when she jumps. Good look at it, no good. Look at Neely fighting.
The third quarter goes to the Dominican
So at the end of the third quarter, it's 44-25. The Dominican Republic in control. We'll be back to start the fourth quarter right after this. eventually, but they need buckets, and they need them bad right now. It's been a very commendable effort for the Bahamas, holding the Dominican Republic only to 44 points in a game where everyone said this was going to be a runaway. Here's Neely. So much contact, no call.
Baby hook, couldn't get it in.
The Bahamas coach is fired up. He will fight until the end, and he wants his players to do the same. Ramirez to Martinez. Behind the back dribble. Good trap there. Bahamas ball, great defensive stand.
Good job by Nesbitt.
Here's my question, Bruce. Why didn't they try that half-court trap earlier in the game?
No idea. Probably the safe energy, but now they have to leave it all on the court. So they're desperate. So they're gonna do everything that they have. They're gonna give everything that they have to force turnovers.
Dominican Republic and a man-to-man. We haven't seen too much of that. Bethel, strong take.
Nice.
Lots of contact, no call, gets the offensive rebound. That's no good. Here's Neely. What a great rebounder.
Forbes for three, couldn't get it to go.
She's been off tonight. That's her forte. I've seen her hit 3 in a row in a game, but she couldn't buy one tonight.
Nope, not yet.
Forbes will inbound. Having trouble. Risky pass to Bethel. Does well to get it. Nesbitt guarded by Ramirez. Neely sets a screen up top. Nesbitt will take it. Strong take.
Good take. Got hit.
Bahamas fights. Lives to see another day.
Nesbitt looks like she's getting a little bit discouraged.
I don't think I've ever seen her smile, but I've seen her do a lot of other things. I've seen a lot of other facial expressions on her face.
But frustration is one that you don't need right now.
No.
Do not get frustrated.
And like I said, I love Nesbitt, but when you're a player like she is, sometimes in these moments you think you need to do everything.
Yes.
And I don't think she needs to do everything right now.
On her own.
She needs to facilitate the offense.
Yes.
That's what she needs to do. And we will get another foul.
A holding foul.
To start this quarter, the Dominican Republic has been very touchy-feely. Reynoso checks in to replace Rodriguez. The life of a young third-string player for Rodriguez. Only got about a minute and a half, a minute and 10 seconds to start this quarter. The more experienced Reynoso checks in. But that's part of growing up in the game of international basketball.
That is correct. You're only allowed so many mistakes if you're just coming in.
Harrison continues to struggle from the line. I'll give her credit, though. This is a game where she really stepped up when she needed to. And it's not over yet.
Couldn't get the second one to go. She's definitely trying, but I'm missing a little bit of focus.
A little bit of focus, and I think she's the kind of player where you need to give her the ball where she's most effective.
Yes, in the
Good
right
job
spot.
by Ramirez. Nesbitt may have gotten away with a push.
Good help by Bethel. Bring it back out.
A nice pass into Neely. Can't connect.
A little bit too hard off the glass.
Good hands by Forbes. So both the point guards for the Dominican Republic, Ramirez and Morton, a little bit off their games tonight. Hodge with it, guarded by Forbes. Over to Martinez, bodies hit the floor. Ramirez out to Estrella. She drives hard.
Looked like all ball, but a foul call.
It looked like all ball, but did it feel like all ball?
Foul on number 4. I think that's her third.
And that official there on the near sideline, anytime someone reaches in for the Bahamas, he's prone to call a foul.
Second one's good by Australia.
Monsock into the game for Martinez. 20-point lead with 8:18 left to play here in the fourth quarter. I'm not ready to say that the Dominican Republic has this one yet, Bruce. I'm not ready to call it yet.
It looks like it. It looks like they have this one in the pocket. They should be careful not to make lousy mistakes.
And yet another foul. There is a small village of Dominican people that has amassed in the stands now to our left. Very animated.
Very supportive.
Very supportive. It's always nice to go to a gym in another country and the local fans from where you're from come to give you some props.
Yes. It's always nice to have your own home crowd in a different country. A lot of elbows swinging, a lot of contact.
Estrella throwing bows. Nesbitt trying to gather herself. She's really winded right now, and I'm not surprised. She leaves it all on the floor.
Moss gets substitute. Moss comes in for Neely.
Reynoso flashes high. Hodge.
Can't leave that baseline open.
Oh, there's Monson.
Cannot leave that baseline jumper open for Dominican Republic. They will knock that down every time.
Excuse me, that was Estrella on the baseline. Estrella comes away with it. Gives up to Hodge. Takes her time, can't finish. Rebound by Moss. Nesbitt back the other way. It's 2-on-3. Here she comes. Nice pass to Harrison. Can't finish.
Harrison can't get it to go.
Martinez back the other way. She doesn't have numbers. She should hold up, and she will. Reynoso squares up. Good pass to Hodge. A little bit of penetration.
Good
Risky
steal.
pass.
Good steal. She's always in the lane. I like
Always.
what Green's doing. Green's got 4 to 5 steals already for this game. She's not very tall, but very good hands. Very active.
Here she is with the ball. Things have come to a standstill here for the Bahamas on offense. Not a lot of movement. Nesbitt takes it and draws the foul. A little bit of fatigue setting in for the Bahamas. You can see it just in the way they're moving.
Nesbitt looks a little bit winded.
4 games in 4 days for both of these teams. Neely comes into the game for Harrison. Morton will replace Ramirez. Nesbitt at the free throw line trying to compose herself. It's a 22-point lead for the Dominican Republic. Nesbitt's the kind of player that will go down with the ship. That's what a good captain does. The heart and soul of this Bahamas team hits the second free throw. 47-26.
Full court pressure.
Monsock finds Hodge. Bad pass to Reynoso. Good job by the Bahamas.
Yes, good. Good surprise pressure, full court pressure.
Paniagua getting set to check in the game for the Dominican Republic. She will stretch the floor for them. Euro step, no good. There's Neely, look at that.
Nice.
That should count. Count the basket.
And one. Neely will get a chance to make it a 3-point play.
I think the next time we see Neely in one of these tournaments, I think she'll be dunking with 2 hands. She got off the floor there. Man.
Very explosive, very aggressive, very explosive. Has the body to do so. She can move you out of the way and then jump over you at the same time.
She was up over players that are 2 and 3 inches taller than her, with a greater wingspan as well.
A force to be reckoned with.
I'm looking forward to seeing her play tomorrow.
Shot's good. Why? That's it, right? That's a three-point play.
That should be.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't know that that basket went in. Or we're in the bonus now. They didn't count the basket.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't agree with.
I thought that was a basket.
That was good.
I thought that was good.
Questionable calls here, but the Bahamas really not in a position to blame the officials.
No.
The situation the Bahamas find themselves in right now has a lot to do with consistency, composure, and just being outmatched. But again, only down by 20 in a game where we thought they'd be down by maybe 80.
There's no doubt they're leaving it all on the floor.
Yes, they are. Here's Monsock, guarded by Neely. Nice defense. Martinez. The Bahamas continues to play stifling defense, forcing the Dominican Republic into uncomfortable situations.
Good defense by the Bahamas, forcing a 24-second shot clock violation.
And Bruce, as we've talked about throughout this tournament, when you're down by a lot, it's the little victories. And we've seen some good defensive stands here.
Yes.
By the Bahamas, things that they can be proud of.
Definitely.
As more and more it looks like they're not going to win this game. Strong take along the baseline. That's no good. The woman of the hour, Neely, with the rebound. Lewis finds Neely. There's that jump stop and pop off the glass.
A little bit too hard.
Morton with her head up, looking to drive. May have gotten pushed. Finds Monsock. Nice up fake and take.
Nice block.
Better blocked by Moss. And Morton with a mistake. Here comes Nesbitt. And she finishes. Nice take by Valerie Nesbitt.
Good take.
Looks like she got poked in the eye. She says, I don't need my eye. Continues to play.
Morton trying to get Green off her back. Forces a jump shot.
Here comes Nesbitt.
Foul.
She's fouled, and we will go to the free throw line. The Bahamas will go to the free throw line. So Bruce, with 4:36 left to play, the score is 47-29. Let's talk about tomorrow for a minute. It looks like the Dominican Republic will play Cuba. In the game before this, I made the comment that I thought the Dominican Republic would be the victors tomorrow. They would come out champions. But the way they're playing tonight.
Yes, looking at tonight's game.
They look tired.
I'm second guessing it also because they were my favorite too, or they are my favorite too.
The reason I thought that they could beat Cuba was that they're so dynamic at every position. So Cuba, they're very good. They're an extremely well-oiled machine. But their bigs in particular, they're more traditional, whereas with the Dominican Republic, their bigs can stretch the floor. One bounce, they can get to the rim. I don't know now, because of the fatigue factor, they look very tired.
Yeah, but I think when you meet a certain opponent, you might change your game a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to see that tomorrow.
You have experience in these international tournaments. Again, counting tomorrow, it'll be 5 games in five days for the Dominican Republic. Can you get fresh overnight? Can you get fresh overnight? Are there things that players can do?
Yeah, they can get into a bucket of ice, but that's only going to do so much.
Yeah.
You have to be well prepared, trained for this. You have to have days and days, hours and hours of practice to be able to play 5 games and have your legs underneath you. So you won't be able to pull it out of anywhere.
Nowhere. Yeah. Nesbitt hits the first one. So just to clarify, who are you going with tomorrow?
I'm still with Dominican Republic.
Okay.
I like Cuba. I like what Cuba does. I like how they play. But in this case, it looks like Dominican Republic is going to be the underdog tomorrow. And most of the time, I root for the underdog.
Nesbitt with the steal. Sloppy play by the Dominican Republic.
Hesitation dribble.
Blocked by Reynoso. That's what she does.
Good job by Reynoso. Waiting for the last second for Nesbitt to throw it up and then knock it out.
Here's a point I'll make in favor of Cuba, though, and I said this to Gavin during our last broadcast. There's something about Cuba where I don't think we've seen the best of them.
Not yet.
I think they still have some tricks in their bag. Their coach is sort of a very mysterious, mystical guy. He reminds me of like a Santeria shaman. I don't know, and I think he's got more magic in his hat.
He does. I think he does.
Yeah, and I think that team does too.
But it will be fun to watch tomorrow. I'm very curious.
I am too. Ramirez, hounded by Nesbitt. Paniagua, strong to the hole.
It's a hard foul.
And I feel like Neely could have grabbed that ball in the air with two hands. That's how high she jumps. Unfortunately, she got called for the foul. And that will send Paniagua to the line to shoot two. 48-30 is the lead. 4:15 left to play. Make it 49-30. Second free throw, no good. Moss tracks it down. Dominican Republic still trapping.
Good ball movement.
Good job to break the press there by the Bahamas.
Sharing the ball is key to break the press.
Lewis with a nice stop and pop. Martinez, hesitation dribble. Gives back out to Martinez. Morton, and we'll get a foul. Number 5, Green for the Bahamas, called for that foul. She's been all over Morton in this half.
Looks like the assistant coach from Bahamas is not letting up either. He's keeps yelling at him, press, press, press.
He just said, stay in their face, stay in their face. Anything can happen, 49-32, anything can happen here.
Pressure, pressure, pressure.
And we're gonna foul away from the ball on Paniagua.
That will be her first.
So the Bahamas with an opportunity to cut the lead to 15.
Sharing the ball will be key to breaking this defense. Penetrate pass. Green with a shot, couldn't get it in.
Loose ball foul. It'll be on Reynoso. Excuse me, Martinez. This will send Neely to the line. And she deserves a couple freebies with the way that she's played. So aggressive on the glass.
Left it all on the court. Good shot.
Barbados will have their hands full with her tomorrow.
Definitely.
Now let's talk about that bronze medal match. Barbados and the Bahamas, two regional rivals.
I do think Bahamas is going to get the best of that one.
Martinez.
Oh,
Neely affected that one.
Reverse layup. Smart move by Ramirez.
Nesbitt with it. Nice pass to Moss. Back to Neely, watch out. Lots of contact, but no call. Monsock will check back into the game. They need her veteran leadership right now. The Bahamas will take a timeout, and they're gonna run this one out. They're gonna go all the way to the end here.
Yeah, they're not
gonna concede the win.
No, they're not taking their best players out. Only 3 minutes to play in this last quarter. Scores 49-33 in favor of the Dominican Republic.
let's talk a little bit more about what's looking to be the bronze medal match tomorrow between Barbados and the Bahamas. I think that Barbados can win. However, it's got to be Small, Daniel, and Atherley, their big three essentially. They all need to play really well. It can't just be one or two of them. I think all three of those players do. Tonight, Small had a fantastic game. She played really well, kind of rebounded from the previous game the night before where she was off a little bit against Suriname. Even though they won, I think that Barbados still has a chance. I think they're taller, and if they play the game right, they can beat this Bahamas team.
It's gonna be between the point guards. I think that's gonna be the most important aspect. Is can your guards bring the ball up and control the pace, get the ball in the right hands? That's gonna be the big thing tomorrow.
Barbados has a very good point guard. She's a Division I player in the United States at Arkansas Pine Bluff. So that'll be something to watch, but she will have her hands full with Valerie Nesbitt.
Yes.
Who has not just looked like all tournament, but she's looked like all world. Here she is at the free throw line. 3:03 left to play, 49-33.
I consider Nesbitt to be raw talent.
You think she's raw still?
Yes. She still needs to refine some of her talent, her decision making. We saw that in traffic. We saw that under pressure. Looks like she's going. I'm not saying she doesn't have the heart and the work ethic. She does have that, but you need to work on finesse, a little bit more finesse,
and maybe trusting your teammates a little bit too. Here she is. She calls for it. What can she do against Martinez? I think she can do a lot.
Yes. Hesitation, dribble, and just blow by.
Yep. Ooh. Here's Green, strong, nice pass. That was blocked by Reynoso. Morton will push, 2:30 left to play, 49-34, Dominican Republic with the lead over the Bahamas. Monsock strong to the hoop, out to Paniagua, that's her sweet spot, and it's good. And the Dominican fans are going crazy right now.
Good pass by Monsac. Nice finish. This shot is somewhat of a dagger.
I was just going to say that. I think that shot sealed it.
Yes.
With about 2 minutes left to play, 52-34. The Dominican Republic's lead, but I can't say it enough. The Bahamas has played so well here in defeat. Very impressive. And in a tournament with so many lopsided victories, even the last semifinal, it's really nice to see a very competitive game here.
Yes. Somebody's fouled out. It looks like number 4 is fouled out.
Zapata will come in as Ramirez is fouled out. Nesbitt knocks down that free throw. 52-37. Just about 2 minutes left to play. Good pressure by Nesbitt. Paniagua to inbound to Zapata. She's been on the bench for a while. She hit some crucial shots earlier in the game.
Yep. A little cold, but keeps her composure.
Textbook, absolutely textbook. That's how you beat a press.
Another great assist by Monsac. She continues to draw the defenders to her and then distribute the ball to the right player. Nice give and go from Moss to Neely.
Big to big there. And the intensity level remains high over here for the coaches of the Dominican Republic. No let up whatsoever. We saw the same thing with the Cuban coach. Every single play and every single aspect of every play is something that's a teachable moment for these good coaches.
Yes, correct.
They look at every aspect.
Yes.
Some of these other teams, it's how do we play defense as a team? How do we play offense as a team? They will. The coaches for these top-level teams don't let their players get away with anything.
No, they don't.
They have expectations at every single moment of the game. High expectations.
And that's how you prepare for the next level. So if you're looking to make it past this level and to compete at the next level, that's what you got to do.
I think the Dominican Republic is right there. In our last game, we talked so much about how the Cuban players step onto the floor, and in their minds, they're thinking, I need to play well here, not just to win this tournament, but because I want to play in the next Olympics.
Yes.
And then you're playing against a team like Barbados, where the players step onto the court, and maybe the goals are a little bit more personal, but they don't involve the Olympics. They don't involve the World Championships. You know, maybe they do, but the reality is that it's a long road for some of these smaller island nations.
But they treat it the same way. They treat every game the same way. They treat it like they would probably play the U.S. So they prepare themselves at the same intensity or the same way they would prepare against any other team in the region. And that's a good thing.
Zapata with it. Hounded by Nesbitt. 1:30 left to play. Nice steal there by Neely.
Grabbed it out of the air. Nesbitt to Bettel. Bettel too hard off the glass.
Reynoso, here she comes.
Neely with trying to poke it out. Couldn't get it.
Morton says, let's set things up. Zapata finds a flashing Monsock. That jumper is short. Out of bounds. Morton stepped out of bounds. Bahamas ball.
Good try by Morton.
Take a look at Valerie Nesbitt right now in the middle of your screen. She is so tired. She won't give up.
Breathing hard.
And she has yet another game in front of her tomorrow.
Yes.
A game with a lot of significance. It's not just the top team that advances to the Central Basket Tournament. It's the top 3 teams. So that bronze medal match has some major implications.
Very important. Bahamas couldn't find a way to hold on to it. It almost looked like they were executing it the perfect way, but couldn't hold on to it.
54-39 is your score. The Dominican Republic has booked their ticket to the championship game tomorrow here at the 2018 FIBA Women's Caribbean Cup. The play of the Dominican Republic here tonight, enough to win this game. Not heavy-handedly by their standards.
No.
And I don't know that the way that they've played has met their standards, individually or as a team.
Well, it looked like they gave it all they got.
Yeah. There's some tired legs over there.
Yes.
And that's definitely making me rethink my pick for tomorrow. Because Cuba absolutely ran over Barbados.
Yes.
And one of the observations I made in the Cuban game is that Cuba never once looked tired. Their starting point guard at the end of the game was still dancing around the court like it was the first minute of the first quarter. Zapata to inbound, 45 seconds left to play. Paniagua, she's not afraid. That's no good. Saved by Bethel into Moss.
Good
Here's
tip.
Nesbitt.
Watch it.
And Neely
Neely
will
on
get
the
a nice,
breakaway, and the basket's good.
nice open layup for Neely. Nice way to end the game for her. She's played very well. I'm really looking forward to watching her play tomorrow, Bruce.
Yes, me too. They will need the same intensity from her tomorrow.
I think if she gets an open break tomorrow, it's a two-hand slam for sure. That girl could leap.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. Morton at the free throw line.
First one's good.
The Dominican fans on their horns and out of their seats.
This is what they came for.
And believe me, they will be out in full force tomorrow.
Definitely.
Any of the Dominicans that did not come to the game tonight, they will definitely be there tomorrow.
They will get a call.
So the 50 or so Dominicans in the stands here expect about 150 tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll triple the amount.
And maybe a few chickens as well.
And I think Cuba's pretty good, is represented also in Suriname. So
that's very true.
I haven't seen them yet, but I think they'll be there. They'll be here tomorrow.
And Green, who we haven't said her name much on offense, but she's played great defense on Morton all night, stuck to her like glue. Gets the turnover there. 16 seconds left to play. 56-41 is your score. The inbound to Green. Nesbitt has it now. Over to Bethel.
A little bit too quick.
Green loses it to Paniagua. 3 seconds. 1 second.
No shot. That would be the end of it.
And that's the end of the game. At full time, it's the Dominican Republic 56, the Bahamas 41. Tomorrow, join us for the championship match. But first, the bronze medal match, which will take place tomorrow. That will be between the Bahamas and Barbados. Then we will move on to the championship match between the Dominican Republic and Cuba. For Bruce Samuel, I'm Keone Wright. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.